In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
I'm Kelly Medley, and this might just be the one you've been waiting for.
3-bed, 1 3/4 bath home across from the golf course with an open floor plan, full appliances, and landscaped yard with a privacy fence.
I'm ready when you are. Let's talk.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Hi, I'm Caleb with Young Real Estate. In a world full of DIY and YouTube tutorials, there are still times when hiring a professional makes sense. Not because we're smarter, but because we're better looking. Call me today.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
This is us.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Good evening and welcome to regular season ladies high school basketball on Aycorp Sports. Tonight we are coming to you from the campus of Portageville High School, where the Lady Bulldogs are set to play host to Boot Hill Conference foe, the Malden Lady Greenwave. Alongside my broadcast partner Philip Britt, I am Bobby Alford. Philip, this game probably decides the regular season Boot Hill Conference Girls Championship.
Absolutely, Bobby. These two are really, really solid teams. These Lady Bulldogs coming off an amazing season last year, advancing to the Final Four in Class 3. They moved down to Class 2 this year, and so they're hoping to make a return back to the Final Four. They are ranked 6th in the state in the latest poll, right ahead of Neelyville, which will be they'll have to go through to get back to the Final Four. They're 15-3 on the season, with those losses coming to 3 of the best teams in Southeast Missouri: Kennett, St. Vincent, and Doniphan. I mean, that's losing to those is not a real knock against you. They're on a 25-game regular season conference winning streak. You're dating back to January of 2022. They haven't lost since 2022. They won the last 2 conference tournaments. They're led by a very talented all-district player, Glow Farmer. She's averaging 17 points, 8 boards, and 5 steals a game. Taryn Irby, also an all-district performer last year, is averaging double figures, shooting almost 33% from three-point land. The Lady Greenwave are 12-4 on the season, with losses to Greenville, Kennett, and Twin Rivers, as well as Pickett, Arkansas, in the consolation final of the Lady Royals tournament. They're led by Carly Cobb, who averages 15 a game. Both these teams undefeated in the conference so far this season, so this is probably going to be the number 1 seed in the tournament and the regular season championship.
Yeah, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the Class 2, what that looks like. They're ranked 6th, Neelyville 7. That's going to be fun basketball in this area when they meet up, providing they do. But, Philip, what a matchup those two would be.
Absolutely, for sure.
Folks, we are ready to get started here in this one and meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Malden Greenwave, they will go like this. Number 1, a sophomore, Carly Cobb. Number 3, a sophomore, Mania Thornton. Number 5, a junior, Carson Cohen. Number 10, a senior, Kyrie Mathis. And number 14, a senior, Hesty Jackson. The Greenwave are coached by Ty Miller and assisted by Brian Vent. And now for the Portageville Bulldogs, they look like this. It is number 0, a 5'4 junior, Elise Hickenbottom. Number 10, a 5'10 senior, Glow Farmer. Number 11, a 5'10 junior, Deasia Arterbridge. Number 15, a 5'11 senior, Maggie Pregel. And number 33, a 5'8 senior, Taryn Irby.
No, Bobby, we've had they have some very athletic girls on both these teams. We've done volleyball with each of these teams over the last several years, and we've watched this Portageville team. They were very successful. They lost in the quarterfinals to eventual state champion St. Vincent. Kept them from going to the state to Final Four 2 years in a row in volleyball. So they're glad they don't have to play St. Vincent in basketball.
Here is the tip. That will go Portageville way, and that's Hickenbottom away with it. They will set up. Looks like Malden's going to go man-to-man here against a very good Portageville team. Hickenbottom drives right, goes inside, cut off well there.
Arterbridge there for it in the middle.
Yeah, they want to drive. Look right there. Nice pass over the top and up, and couldn't get that to fall. And that is going to be a jump ball there. Philip, right away you see Portageville wants to get inside of the paint and score.
Yeah, Maggie Pregel is a big presence down low. She's very athletic. She's, again, a good volleyball player. And Farmer was there for that offensive rebound, just got tied up.
Alternate possession goes to Malden here as they will inbound. They get that in. All the way across court, and that's going to be a turnover going the other way now, right back to Portageville. And Philip, the pressure defense of Portageville right away showing itself.
Already paid dividends so far with the first turnover.
Here's Farmer on the outside. She drives in, nice seal inside, but Pregel's shot is off. Rebounded there by number 3, that is Thornton.
They pick them up full court even on a missed basket and force another turnover.
Yeah, the defense of Portageville, a good defense is a lot of times your best offense too, and right. I think these are going to play hand in hand tonight, Philip, for the Bulldogs.
I would say Malden's not faced a team that plays this kind of defense.
Irby kicked that off there to Farmer. Ackridge with it. She'll swing it out all the way down inside, back to Farmer. Up with a left and good.
And a foul. Good ball movement that time around the outside and finding Farmer open.
Yep, and she passed away from her and then cut to the basket on the inside of the defender where she can receive that pass from out there, Phillip, and went up with a strong left hand. Free throw up and off, no good there. That is rebounded by Malden. It's number 14. Watkins all the way down and loose on the floor.
She stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Hickenbottom stepped on the out of bounds line. Almost another turnover.
Number 12, Kinsey Wynn coming in for the Malden Greenwave.
Cohen to inbound here. She looks nice inbound play up off the glass and good there by number 12, Kinsey Wynn, just checked into the game.
She lost her defender on that curl around and was wide open for that shot. Malden putting their own pressure on now.
Yeah, Higginbottom needed help, found it there in Ackridge. She's at the top of the key, picks that up, loses it, able to gather back, and now it's loose. And we've got a jump ball again, Phillip.
That'll stay with the Bulldogs this time. Arterbridge and Farmer, Deasia Arterbridge and Glow Farmer are sisters. Their mom we've met through Aycorp, and she's a really nice lady, very supportive of them. She's always at their games.
Well, inbound there, Farmer missed one at the rim. She'd like to have that one, and now she's trying to get the steal, and they're going to get on the foul. Phillip, I thought she was about to get that steal. Her reach is so long there. Yep. She reaches out, almost tipped that away.
Just made a little contact with the body, I think is what he called.
Here's Cohen again to inbound here. Different setup that goes outside here, and they will just rotate the ball. Cohen looks all the way back out top there to number 1, Cobb.
They're playing that defense really far out. That man-to-man taking them as far all the way to half court.
Yeah, there's Cohen there. She's trying to get inside the paint. She's going to get there and loses the basketball. Good hands there by Hickenbottom to knock that loose.
That one's going to stay here with Malden this time on the hell ball.
Cohen looks for the inbound. There it is inside. Cohen gets it back. Baseline jumper. Long doesn't go. Rebound there by number 12, Wynn. Cobb over to Cohen. Cohen splits defenders. Oh, she was looking for the cut.
Tipped off of Portageville and out of bounds, so stays here with the Greenwave.
Cohen sets again. There it is. Outside three is up. It is short, no good, and that is rebounded by Farmer. She wants to push now. Up to Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom goes to the rim, goes up, and we have got a travel.
She took the contact, but just took that extra step, extra hop.
Yeah, but Portageville's had their looks at the rim right now, Phillip. A couple of walks and some things they'll want to get right, but they've had some looks, no doubt. Here's Cobb out with it up top. She splits defenders, knocked away there. Farmer with it. Working against Cohen all the way down, goes up with the right, doesn't go. Hickenbottom couldn't hold on there, and it's out of bounds.
Looked like quite a bit of contact on that drive for Glow Farmer that time, but no call. She absorbed the contact, just a little bit off balance with her shot.
You can tell Farmer likes to play around that rim offensively.
Sure.
Here's Cobb now. She dribbles around, crosses over, inside the paint, kicks it off. Three-pointer up and good. That is number 10, Kyrie Mathis.
She left the first one a little short, but that one she was right on.
And there's a loose ball there. Cohen knocks it away. It's going to be out on her and still Portageville basketball.
Maggie Priggle back into the game. They need her presence inside on the defensive and offensive end.
This is Saxton here to inbound. She gets that into Farmer, and here we go. Well, Farmer just turned around almost right into the Malden Greenwave player there.
Yep.
I don't think she realized the Greenwave player was running right up the sideline beside her, and that just kind of tipped off the body.
Yep.
Cohen to inbound here, and it's going to be a full court press by Portageville. Boy, they've got the trap right there.
Good job by Cohen to get out of that.
That just couldn't stay in bounds was Arterbridge there. She almost had the steal.
Nope.
Cohen to get this in. Long pass down. She's got it up with a shot.
Mathis behind everybody, but can't make the shot.
Yeah, just off the rim there. Here's Farmer. She attacks the rim, goes up. Couldn't make it, but she is fouled. I'm going to go to the line for 2.
Foul on number 5, Cohen. That's her first foul.
Yeah, right now, Portageville just a hair off on some of their offensive flow right now. You can tell they're trying to get to the rim and score. And there's a knockdown free throw there. Next up, and made free throw there, so she knocks down 2. That makes it a 5-4 game now as Malden holds on to that 1-point lead, and a steal by Irby. Irby wants to drive inside. She'll go up, misses shot. Farmer back up, gets her own rebound. Outside, the 3. No, doesn't go. Rebound goes to Farmer, and we're going to get a pushing foul. Stays with Portageville.
That was Mathis with the foul that time. Her first personal. That's a 3rd team foul already here in quarter number 1.
That is number 14, Hessie Jackson, checking back into the game there for Wynn. There's a corner. Look for Irby. She didn't want to take that shot. She goes inside instead and gets the roll on the rim.
Nice job. That's a tough shot, going across the lane and shooting across your body with that left hand.
Yeah, went up strong with the left, got the score. Now she's got the steal. Kicked outside, open look passed up by Arterbridge. Another open look from 3. Doesn't go there, tipped, and that's going to be a jump ball.
With the tie up, that's going to stay with the Portageville Bulldogs.
Looks like it's going to be Irby to inbound here. Another sub, I believe that's Wynn, who had just checked out. She's right back into it here. Arterbridge swings it one more to the corner. Irby wants to drive baseline. She does. Nice pass inside to Pringle, up and a missed basket there.
That was a beautiful, beautiful dish. Irby drew the defender and bounced it to Pringle.
I love that. You generally don't see the person getting the pass following the ball handler, so she just kind of comes right off the same side as the ball handler.
Yep.
Beautiful cut in there.
Good defense there by the Portageville Bulldogs, taking that ball away again. Another foul on Malden. Set on number 5, Cohen again. That's her second personal. She's going to take a seat on the bench for a few minutes, Bobby.
Yeah, Cohen generally the inbounder for Malden also, and a ball handler out there up top. Irby gets it in, and it's knocked away in the corner. So now that's a tough inbound spot right here, Phillip, for Portageville.
Not a lot of room to her right, for sure.
She gets that in, and that's set. Irby with it now, wants to drive baseline again, cut off. There it is, out top.
Good defense by Malden. But
Hickenbottom, nice move inside, and couldn't get it to fall right there at the rim. Here's Cobb dribbling down. She's got pressure and is now loose on the floor.
Another tie-up.
And a timeout by Portageville. That is not going to be a timeout. That's going to stay with Portageville.
Yeah, it's not tied up.
She's got the timeout. We will see if it's a 4 or a 30.
30-second timeout.
Yeah, 30-second timeout. So, Phillip, we'll keep it here if we can take a look at a few numbers here in the game. And, you know, both teams, Malden only 5 shots off. They're 2 of 5. So, you know, they're very efficient right now when they're shooting the basketball.
Yeah, that's been Portageville's problem. 2 for 10 from 2-point. I mean, they've just missed some layups. They've missed some shots in the lane. If those baskets fall, I mean, they're up by 10 right now. Yeah, even if half of them fall, they're up by 10.
And that may be a discussion in the huddle. Hey, girls, right here, hey, you're getting to the rim. Now let's be strong and finish for the basketball. Certainly, I think something's going to jump out to them and want to finish in there. They've certainly got the size to do it and the strength and the team to do it. They've done it this year. Here is Hickenbottom coming up top with the basketball. Starting her offense off to Farmer. Farmer dumps it down low, now back out to Irby. Irby drives inside, back up with a left, misses there at the rim again, and that is a rebound And Malden's off and running. Here's Cobb all the way down, up with a right, doesn't go. Rebound by Farmer.
She didn't let him tie her up that time.
Yeah, and she found a quick outlet to Irby there. And there's another turnover loose to Cobb. Cobb's got it, 1 dribble, 2, up with a right, and a score by Cobb. And we have a timeout, Malden. They're going to take a 30. We're going to step aside for 30 as well. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
We're back here on Jim Bidwell Court here at Portageville. So Jim Bidwell was quite a boys coach here for years and years. He's probably be here sometime tonight. He may be here now. But
and that's an out of bounds there for Portageville.
Malden forcing the turnover on their pressure.
Yeah, Malden's coming to play this afternoon. They have shown really good defense and away from the rim. You know, they were playing tight defense in Portageville, causing turnovers.
Right.
And right now cling to a 1-point lead in this one.
I mean, they're not going to give it to them, that's for sure, Bobby.
Malden here's a drive on a baseline. Nice pass inside, shot up. I think tipped there some, and that's going to be a walk. Couldn't control her balance, goes to the floor, and that caused the turnover. Got a change there. That'll be Arterbridge inbounding here. Over to Hickenbottom now that Malden also trying to trap. Irby's got it. She will clear down to Pregel. They'll swing it. There's a wide open 3 and got it. Big 3 there by number 0, Hickenbottom. And Irby knocks that away. So first lead in a while, or maybe it's back and forth, but first lead, I think, for Portageville in this game, Phillip.
Pretty close. They're, up 2 now. It's been back and forth. There goes Glow Farmer again in the steal.
Farmer, a nice steal right there in the middle of the court, as you said, and put that one in. Largest lead of the night so far now for Portageville, up 11-7. Cobb with it. She'll work around Farmer and cut off there. Nice play by Cobb to get out of that. And knocked away by Hickenbottom. Irby up to Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom drives to the rim, up, shots off. Farmer rebounds, back up and miss. Pregel back up, couldn't go. And that's going to be a jump ball now.
It'll stay with Portageville again. You know, it's obvious they're just rebounding down there. The offensive rebounds, they're definitely killing Malden right now, but they're just not able to put the ball back in the hole.
Portageville trying to inbound right here. That is Farmer all the way out top to Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom inside the paint, shot up, doesn't go, and rebounded there by Malden. Here's Cohen back in the game with 2 fouls. Ball was loose, she kicks it out. Open 3 look, nope, they're gonna dump it down low, and it's loose again. All the way across court to Cobb, she's gonna track that down. Now to Cohen, right at a minute on the clock to work with here in the first. Malden keeping the ball really pushed away from the rim right here, Phillip. And that's an offensive foul against Malden.
On number 5, Cohen, that's her 3rd foul. That's a big loss for them. Her going back to the bench again. Probably be out for the second quarter too.
Yeah, that will certainly be a tough decision for Coach Miller to make there.
Yep.
They will sink back into a zone defense here, and that is handed off to Hickenbottom up top. Back out top, and there's a steal there. All the way down, it's loose and stepped out of bounds, just couldn't keep it contained. Irby with it now. Now they're back into that full court press defense.
They got numbers. They beat the press. They've got numbers.
That is Arterbridge up. That is Pregel back up, and Pregel scores at the rim.
Pregel with the shot. Nice rebound again and putback for her.
Yeah, again, there's that defense, and they're going to get them on a foul this time.
I think the foul's on Hickenbottom. Her first. Team foul number 2 in the quarter, so it doesn't look like they're going to make it to the bonus here in the first quarter.
Thornton, the inbounder, she'll get that in. This is Wynn with it. Working 17 seconds and counting up to Cobb. Cobb crosses through. She gets it down low. Kicks it out. Mathis for 3. No, doesn't go. Rebound there by Saxton. Saxton needs to get a shot up and does, and it doesn't go, so that would be the end of one. It's Portageville 13, Malden 7.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Welcome back to Portageville. Folks, tomorrow night on Aycorp Sports, we feature another conference rivalry game from the Bernie Muir High School Gymnasium, where the Mules will take on the Puxico Indians in a Big Stoddard County Conference Class 2 District 3 matchup. Philip, that game is still on schedule right now for around a 7:15, 7:30 start. Be sure to keep up on the Facebook page here at Aycorp Sports and your local schools. If anything changes, we'll get out as soon as possible.
Yep, they got a lot of stuff going on in Bernie tomorrow night. They've got it's homecoming, I think. They've got a chili supper. They got all kinds of stuff going on. So they're hoping not to have to move it, but they will do what they need to keep people safe.
Yeah, that was Jada Peterson on the last score from Malden, and that is Pregel back up and in for Portageville here. 2 quick scores to start the second quarter. There's Thornton with it. And that is tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Malden. Yeah, a lot going on. I think it's homecoming tomorrow night also at Bernie, so a lot of activity scheduled. Should get that off before the storms hit, but again, stay tuned.
Yeah, we want to make sure people stay safe for sure.
I expect nothing but a packed gymnasium tomorrow night.
I agree. I think it will be.
Weather will not scare that crowd away.
Should be a good game.
Here's Irby with it. She walks it up and kicks this off as they start their offense here. Well, that's just over Irby's head there, and that's going to be a turnover by Portageville.
Wasn't quite as tall as she thought she was when she threw it.
That is a head, and that's going to be tracked down by Wynn. Wynn now back off to Mathis. They'll look back out top. They swing it. Cobb back off to Peterson now.
A lot of movement in this offense from Malden. Trying to get an opening. And
shot up, and that is knocked off of Portageville, so it'll be Malden basketball here under the rim.
Hickenbottom back in for the Bulldogs.
There's a play coming down. There it is. Shot up, and she is fouled. That is number 14, Hesty Jackson. She's at the line for 2.
Maggie Pregel with the foul. Her first, team number 1 here in the second quarter.
Jackson's first free throw. Back rim doesn't go. She is set for her second now, and basketball in hand, a couple dribbles. Shot up, and we've got a lane violation, so shot does not count. That will go back to Portageville.
15-9 now the lead for the Bulldogs.
Irby walks this up as she'll kick it off now and start the offense. But they are patiently looking for something to open up inside before they make that corner pass. Here is Hickenbottom now back to the corner here. There's a shot up by Saxton, doesn't go. Irby the rebound off her foot, loose on the floor, and Mathis comes away with it now. Cobb.
She knows she double dribbled.
Yes, she did. And her hip drop may have actually caught the whistle.
I know it did. Absolutely it did. She knew she did it. Referee across the court actually saw it and called it.
Toed on herself.
Yep, she did.
Irby walks this up and kicks it off here. Again, offense starts immediately. You pass and look to the paint every time. There it is inside the Ackbridge. Irby with it. Back across, they move it. They look inside, doesn't have it again. Well, Farmer, they missed Farmer down low.
Yeah, she was open down low.
Irby shot up.
She is with the rebound and a foul on somebody. It's like maybe on Farmer that time. Yep.
So that will be Malden Greenwave basketball. Mathis to inbound.
That's Farmer's second foul. That's a big problem for the Bulldogs. Maggie Prickle comes back in, taking her place.
Yeah, they run a strong 6 deep for Portageville. Here is Cobb here, dribbles up. She's pressured. They're trying to get the 10-second and do not. Cobb out of it. She's loose on the floor now, and Ackridge on the floor, and that's going to be a jump ball.
Oh, no, called another timeout to save the possession.
So Portageville gets a timeout. We're going to step aside as well back here in 30.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
We are back. Phillip, you're taking a look at the Class 2 districts, and tell me what you see going on right here.
You mentioned that Portageville's ranked 6th, Neelyville's ranked 7th. Neelyville's in District 2, which is the same district that Malden is in. It's Chaffee, Charleston, Greenville, Malden, Neelyville, and Puxico, and that district is played at Neelyville, which is a bit of a drive. Campbell hosts the District 1, which is the one that Portageville's in. It's Campbell, Hayti, Holcomb, Portageville, Zenith, Hornersville, and South Pemiscot. So if those will be the number 1 seeds, probably Neelyville and Portageville. If they meet, they'd meet in the first round of playoffs right after the district, so the sectional round.
And Neelyville was ranked 7th in the state, but now Malden's putting up a good fight here. Not to say
Absolutely.
that Malden can't get there and knock them off and meet up again.
Meet up again with the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
possibility of meeting 3 times. That'd be fun.
A lot to be decided here this season. Here's Irby with it.
There's a real possibility they'll meet in the championship of the conference tournament as well in a couple weeks.
Nice left there by Priegel. And when you start to play a team that much, if you're on the winning side, it just continues to get harder to beat them because they start to figure out some things you're doing to beat them.
Absolutely right.
And we've got a timeout on Malden.
Going to take a timeout,
yeah. Good timeout. They were about to turn it over as we will step aside one more side back here in 30.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Back here in Portageville, now the Lady Bulldogs up to a 17-9 lead. And would like to force another turnover and extend it. Peterson with the basketball here, drives up. Thornton now with it up top. She'll push that off, come down, screens away. Right now, Portageville again doing a great job of pushing that basketball away from the rim.
And out of bounds, Malden with another turnover there.
Yeah, good enough defense. It never touched the paint, Phillip, and that's what you want to see if you're a Lady Bulldog.
They're pushing, they're making them start that offense way out away from the basket.
There's Arterbridge to inbound. She does there, and Hickenbottom moves it along. Back to Higginbottom. There's a screen for a corner
Irby
three
open.
up and good.
Can't leave Taryn Irby open for a shot out there. She's deadly from that corner.
Yep, you talk about that. I'm talking about the screen. Brad Priegel set it up with the screen.
Yep.
Irby come off. Great design play. Irby now out. Hickenbottom for three. She misses that. It's off. Peterson a nice rebound. Cobb off and running for the Greenwave. All the way down. Shot is up. She is fouled, and we'll go to the line for two.
Nice drive by the Greenwave point guard there. She had numbers, but she committed to the basket and took it to the hole.
Cobb now to the line. She'll shoot two. Her team trails by 11. First is up and good. Boy, that was a nice, just confident looking
smooth
shot.
stroke. Yep. Farmer back in with her 2 fouls here in the second quarter.
There's the next up, and both good. Boy, just such a repetitive-looking, clean shot by Carly Cobb. Irby now with it, crossing half court, under 4 minutes to go here in the second. She surveys, pushes forward, out top now. They'll move it all the way back around to Irby. Down low inside to Farmer. Back out to Irby. To the corner, here comes Hickenbottom inside, up with the right and misses. Rebound by Thornton. Thornton ahead, all the way to Mathis. Mathis down, she'll go up with a shot. Doesn't go, but she is.
Call a charge.
And there's Irby picking that up.
Taryn Irby is very active on offense and defense, but especially on defense. She is all over, diving for loose balls, knocking balls away, and then they're drawing the charge.
And that is really something to focus on, that charge. You don't see a ton of charge picked up in girls basketball.
Yeah.
And to stand in there, first to get her body in position to get that, and
Perfect
then stand
position.
in and take that.
Yep.
Nice dish down, but just over the head there. Hickenbottom saw an opportunity to get it to the big and score on a block.
I think Farmer thought she took a shot. She turned for the rebound and missed the ball. Didn't see it coming.
Thornton comes up, kicks that off. Nice play there. Up, and a nice basket by number 14, Hesty Jackson.
Yeah, that was a really good look. She drew the defense and dished it off to Jackson for the bucket.
So now lead cut to 7. Portageville starting offense down low to Farmer. Nice play and a score and a foul. Farmer come down again. Priegel sets that screen, and Farmer comes right tucked in on that.
And I think he called that a moving screen on Maggie Priegel.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to get. Well, they call the foul actually on Farmer. I'm not sure where it's on Farmer. I think you were right. It may have been on Priegel.
I think it was on Priegel. That's her second
Yeah, they
foul.
changed it there.
Yeah.
And there's Priegel out to defend that three. It's up. It is short. And Farmer the rebound. Here it is. Hickenbottom feeds it down low to Priegel. Off the glass and in.
Very good look that time. Hickenbottom drew the defense, found her big, and she put it in for her.
There's the ball down. Mathis all the way up, and she's going to be fouled. That's going to be against Priegel, and that's her third.
Yep.
So now a little bit of foul trouble creeping in is for Portageville as well.
Yep.
That sends number 10, Kyrie Mathis, to the line.
You know, one of their big advantages is their size, and if their bigs get in foul trouble, that can be a real challenge for Portageville.
And that's really, Priegel comes out. She's a person they like to use for screens as well. You know, the strong body that she can set screens down, perform well there. So we will see how that plays on the inside as free throw there knocked down.
That's them both.
So lead now cut 22-15. Malden just keeps hanging around in this basketball, Philip. You know, the lead got to 11. They keep working it down. Dangerous spot to be when you're the higher-ranked team.
Looked like Portageville was starting to get some separation, but again, Malden's not going to give it to them for sure.
Now here's Saxton up with a shot. That doesn't go. Thornton another rebound. And I never liked it when I was the higher-seeded team or the team that's supposed to win the game, and I see a team hanging around. You never like that feeling because then doubt starts to creep in and hope for the other team.
I was going to say, they build their confidence when that happens. And when you've won 25 games in a row in the conference, everybody knows that. They may not know the number, but they know it.
Thornton a three.
Nice three.
Cuts the lead now down to 4 points, Philip.
Absolutely.
Look at Coach Miller down there in the corner. He is into it.
You can see it translates into defense. Malden's excited, ready, fired up, ready to play defense now.
Irby off. There's a kick inside of the paint. They'll move it back out. Fired inside. Farmer up to the right. Couldn't go. And that's off of Malden, so stays with Portageville underneath. Now, I would expect them try to get Farmer a look underneath here if they can. Irby has to go all the way out top to Hickenbottom. Back to the corner to Irby, and she steps out of bounds. Turnover. Philip, you said it. The offense now turns into defense.
Yep.
That was a tight defense there. Nowhere to go with the basketball. It took Irby out of bounds.
Malden is definitely fired up, ready to cut this lead even closer before the half.
Cobb with it, under a minute to work here.
But they're patient. They're moving the basketball. They're not forcing it.
Cobb on the inside, up with a shot, and falls over the rim, and we've got a 2-point basketball game. The lead as many as 11, now down to 2, and clock now ticks at about 30 seconds left. Irby walks it up as they might try to hold for the last shot here.
It's not going to be easy, though. Malden's putting that pressure on them.
Arterbridge, there's Irby for three, doesn't go. Rebound loose, and here comes the Greenwave. One more chance.
They can go in tied or up one.
Peterson, the three! Malden has come back and taken a lead here right before the half.
Arterbridge, she's going to get a shot off. She does not get a shot off.
And it's halftime, and all of a sudden, the Lady Greenwave lead now 23-22 over the Portageville Lady Bulldogs. Back after this.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is us.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
I'm Kelly Medley, and this might just be the one you've been waiting for.
3-bed, 1 3/4 bath home across from the golf course with an open floor plan, full appliances, and landscaped yard with a privacy fence.
I'm ready when you are. Let's talk.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Hi, I'm Caleb with Young Real Estate. In a world full of DIY and YouTube tutorials, there are still times when hiring a professional makes sense. Not because we're smarter, but because we're better looking. Call me today.
I'm Kelly Medley, and this might just be the one you've been waiting for.
3-bed, 1 3/4 bath home across from the golf course with an open floor plan, full appliances, and landscaped yard with a privacy fence.
I'm ready when you are. Let's talk.
welcome back to Portageville High School here, where the Lady Greenwave have taken a 1-point lead over the Lady Portageville Bulldogs here on a three-pointer with 7.5 seconds left in the second quarter. They knocked it down. Philip, they had trailed by as much as 11 and now have a 1-point lead.
Well, we say you talked about not letting a team get away from you, and they were getting close. You get to 11 points, it gets starts to get out of hand. But Malden stuck with it, stayed with it the whole time, and kept it going. Malden's been led in scoring. Let's look at some stats, Bobby. Malden's been led in scoring by Carly Cobb, as they have all year. She's got 6. Kyrie Mathis with 5. Jada Peterson with 5, including a three-pointer, as well as Mathis with a three-pointer. And then a couple of players with 2. On the other side, Portageville, 1 point behind. They've been led in points by Maggie Priggle with 8, although she's got 3 fouls now, so we'll see if that changes here in the second half. 5 points for Taryn Irby, 4 points for Glow Farmer, 3 for Elise Hickenbottom, but she's ran the point really well. She's distributed the ball well, handled the ball well, in addition to her 3 points. And then Talia Krigler with 2 points. So that rounds out their 22 points at the half.
Yeah, I think one thing that stuck out to me, we talked about, Malden's only got off 16 shots compared to Portageville's 32, and yet they lead this basketball game. It's all about efficiency. They're 50% from the floor, Philip.
Yep.
I think that's, very important when I look at those numbers. When you're that efficient and you're scoring, the other team's getting that many more shots off than you are, but you're knocking those down. I mean, it's kept them in the game being efficient.
And they're 50% both from 2 and from 3. They're 5 for 10 from 2 points, 3 for 6 from 3 points. So, and then 4 for 6 from the free throw line. So they're shooting really well. We talked about their patience and their offense. They move the ball around. They haven't taken a lot of contested shots. They've found open shots. Been a few, but for the most part, they've been very patient in their offense.
Yeah, and they have been without one of their main ball handlers, the inbounder, Cohen. She is now back on the floor here with 3 fouls starting the third quarter, so that they get a little bit of strength back to the team as well.
Right.
Portageville in a spot they're usually not in. They are trailing here, and there's a 3 up by Kirby. Doesn't go. Rebound by Pregel. She finds an open Hickenbottom into the lane. Back outside Arterbridge.
Malden starting out in a kind of a matchup zone, a little 1-2-2 zone.
Doing a good job here defensively. Here is Farmer all the way out. 3 up by Hickenbottom, doesn't go. Rebound by Irby. Back inside, Pregel up and a fouling good.
Irby very active again, caused that, and then Pregel was there for the rebound and put back.
Pregel now her game leading 10th point of the night. Looking for 11. It is up and it is good. So 11 points, 5 rebounds on the night so far for Maggie Pregel. Cobb with it now, she brings it up. She is picked up and guarded by Portageville guard there. That was Hickenbottom. She gets out, tries to contest the 3, and it's knocked down there by Cobb.
Cobb's a 35% three-point shooter, so you can't leave her open out there.
Back to the lead is Portageville now, 26-25. Or I'm sorry, Malden. Irby down low, trying to feed that into the paint and cut off. Back out top, Hickenbottom regains it. Inside, up with the right, doesn't go. Farmer back up and good.
Yeah, packing that zone in has really kind of congested that middle that where Portageville really wants to do some scoring, but they were able to get that rebound and put back by Glow Farmer.
Yeah, and right now they're just trying to find little small slices in that defense of Malden. That is loose on the floor. Irby picks it up, and we've got the timeout. Philip, we're going to note something on this timeout. So Coach Kelly Fowler has called, I believe, 3 timeouts in this game. All 3 have saved a possession for them. She hasn't had to use a timeout elsewise.
That's right.
What a job by her team.
Yep, absolutely. And she's been successful in keeping that ball on their end of the court because that ball she was on the ground. She couldn't, Irby had no place to go with it at that point.
Well, and if that possession had gone back to Malden, that was going to be a possession right under the rim there. She didn't want to give up the chance for them to score real quickly either. So,
that's right.
You know, I like how she's been able to use those timeouts. She's still saving timeouts, so she's got them.
Yep.
But she's used those very effectively to maintain possessions.
And I don't always like that as a call because you may need those later on. But I think she's been very smart with the way she's handled them.
And I think it shows, you know, not having to call timeouts to reset offenses and set things up.
Right.
It shows a lot of trust in her team to run their offense.
It's true.
Irby with it. She's looking to get that off and does to Orderbridge here. She drives down baseline, cut off.
Somebody's got to be open.
There it is. Get it inside. There's Preble. Baseline. No, doesn't go. And that's going to be that's a jump ball.
I think Farmer may have gotten lucky on that one.
Yeah, I would say I thought that was what you'd call over the back, but it was not.
With her body, I thought she got her with her body, but I guess she didn't. The referee was right on top of it. And she had the ball up above.
There's a possession we talked about. The jump ball went to Malden. That would have been a Malden possession over the basket just a second off that timeout. Here's Cobb. Fadeaway jumper. No, doesn't go. Farmer the rebound. Out to Irby. Irby pushes down baseline. Popped out there by Cobb, so stays with the Lady Bulldogs.
Cohen playing aggressive defense even with her 3 fouls. Still playing aggressive defense. Take her out for a minute. Wins in for her.
Hickenbottom to inbound here. That goes all the way out top. Orderbridge has it. Off to Irby. Irby down to the corner. Irby's eyes, every time she touches the basketball, immediately looks inside. There's a shot up. She is fouled and go over the line to 2. That is Saxton will go there. That's one thing I've watched Irby do tonight. Unless it's a set play for her to take a 3, every time her eyes go exactly where it goes. To the paint, they want to go inside and score there on the block.
That's Saxton's first point of the game. She averages 8.5, so that's a little surprising that she's not been on the board yet.
So Saxon up with her next, doesn't go. Strong rebound there by Jackson. Still back, and Portageville couldn't get it to go under the rim. Here's Irby down low to the corner. Saxon needs help, and that just an off pass there. Good defense by Malden, causing a turnover. Phillip, I would say Portageville probably having what we'd say an off night at the rim right there. Just this close in.
Yeah, not scoring the way they normally score for sure.
Yeah, you're not ranked number 6 in the state by accident.
Right.
I mean, usually that's shots they knock down, I'd say. Cobb for 3. Long doesn't go. There's a rebound back up. Mathis doesn't go, and away with it is Saxton. She wants to push the floor ahead to Farmer. Up and no good. Farmer gets a rebound, back up and fouled.
I didn't know if she was going to see Farmer ahead of her or not, or if she was going to wait too long, but she hit her right in stride. That was a nice pass, and Farmer missed the layup, but stayed with it. Got the foul called on Malden.
Farmer's team leads by 2. She can push it here. First is up, and front rim doesn't go.
Fouls on Jackson, her second personal. Third team foul on Malden here in quarter number 3 already.
Farmer's next up, and that is good. So now that pushes lead out to 3. Thornton, the inbounder here. Here's Cohen. She's handled the ball a lot here coming up against that trap, and she gets through it. That is inside to Cohen. She's got that off to Peterson. That's tipped by Malden, or Portageville there.
Yep. Nice little give and go there with Cohen and Mathis, I think, or Peterson that time. Just kind of a give and go and got it back, but then the second pass was a little too tipped away.
Yeah, Cohen couldn't get that to fall. That is Saxon out with it, ahead to Irby. Portageville again, pass around. Here's Irby, corner 3, up and good. Nothing but net.
Nice shot there. Ran that play again, got her open in that corner. She's deadly from those corners.
No doubt a shooter. Here's Peterson now with it down, and she just loses the dribble.
That's 8 points now for Irby. She averages 10 on the season. Their second leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
And Bulldogs lead up to 6 now. Irby again kicks that off. Irby circles around. Good job of Cohen there. She cut off that corner 3.
Yep, she fought through the screen that time. She knew where it was going.
Up top ball movement. There's a long 3 by Saxton, nice. And it's good.
Good shot.
Lead out to 9. We've got a timeout, Malden. We're going to step aside back after this.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
We are back, Phillip. Back-to-back threes from Portageville has now pushed this lead out to 9.
It's quick. Those shots weren't necessarily falling in the first half for them, but Irby hit one, and who hit the other one?
That was Irby hit the corner, and I'm trying to think of that last 3 there we just had.
Saxton maybe hit that one.
Saxton hit the long 3. That's correct.
Yeah, so, they've started to pick that up. They're now 40% from 3, 4 for 10. Much better than they were in the first half.
Here's Thornton, brings it up, kicks that off, and now Cobb has it. Off to Cohen. Ball's loose and corralled there by Thornton back up top.
You see the defensive intensity's picked up by this Portageville Bulldogs team as well.
Yeah, that was a good switch there off the screen from Cohen. Another switch, and there goes Cobb loose. All the way to the rim, up with the right, and good. That was a great job. So that screen right there, that's just kind of a pick and roll screen. Cobb just kept resetting the screen there, or not Cobb, but Cohen kept resetting the screen for Cobb and got her loose.
Cobb's a good ball handler. It's nice to watch her handle a basketball.
Irby with it now up top. She works. That is off. Here's Saxon. She drive down. Irby. There's a wing 3 off, doesn't go. Rebound, Arterbridge. Hickenbottom now drives. She's going to get the push foul.
From we're sitting, that shot by Irby was straight in. It just didn't have the distance right.
Boy, and that is number 4 now on Cohen.
It's going to make a difference for sure if she has to sit for a while again. Although they made their run with her on the bench in the first half.
Here's a long 3 from Saxon. Off this time, doesn't go, and over the top of the backboard and out of bounds, so Greenwave ball. Portageville working with a 7-point lead that it will stay with the Greenwave.
Farmer's, with her length and her height, she's tough in the front of that zone, that press. She and Arterbridge on that side together, boy, that's a tough press on, and it works again. It's a turnover.
There's Farmer up off the glass and good. The length of Portageville right now makes it tough, no doubt. There's Cobb with it now. She wants to push inside. Good screen there down. They're going to wave it off. They call the push. She was trying to clear right there, and I think they're going to call for just backing her down completely with her body right there, just walking her down. I think had she not pushed her body down and kept walking it back, I think she probably has it on the seal, Phillip. Love the idea, though.
That's 3 on Jackson, too. That's a 3rd foul on her, so.
Rotate around, Saxton pass it up, and that's a steal there.
She was looking at Irby before Irby ever got there. That's why that ball got picked off.
Yeah, Jackson did well, slid out and picked it away, and still Greenwave ball here.
Nice defense there.
Cobb with the ball, her team down 8. She works it away to Thornton. Thornton down, off to the corner. Mathis for 3, doesn't go. And that is off no, that's going to be off Malden. That rode off of Arterbridge and must have touched Malden on the way.
Yep, had to on the way out of bounds.
Into the game for Portageville, number 14, Cameron Watkins checking in, I believe, the first time tonight.
First time we've seen her, that's right. But she's been ready. She had her warm-up shirt off. She was ready to come in at any time.
Irby with it, works that off to Hickenbottom. Down low to Arterbridge, back out Irby. Irby, jumper, doesn't go, rebound goes to Arterbridge.
Nice battle for that one. Keep staying with it. Oh, good defense there by Malden.
That's a good tip, working inside against Farmer, keeping her away from that basketball.
Absolutely. Jackson's probably about 4 inches shorter than there's a walk.
Yeah, not going to ball side, probably got that. She went to her left instead of the right and got the walk.
Yep.
Here is Thornton with it up top, trying to work around, and they're going to get the push foul there on Hickenbottom.
She was moving her feet well. She just got a little bit too much body on her that time.
Lead at 9, and Malden trying to find a bucket here to cut it.
Peterson back in. Every time she's come in, she's done something positive, something good. So
that she has, and that's going to stay with Malden again as Portageville's touched it out of bounds.
Almost had another turnover if Saxon hadn't been out of bounds.
Yeah, here's Peterson. You just mentioned her back in, and a score.
Yep.
Well-timed statement, Phillip, because she scores right after it.
Makes me look brilliant, Bobby. Thank you to Miss Peterson.
Irby walks it up, and her team now leads by 7. That's kicked back out there. Arterbridge out to Irby. Irby's 3 up and off, doesn't go. Rebound there by Jackson.
Good rebound by Jackson. She fights in there. She's strong, a strong player inside.
Now that ball is loose. Farmer comes away with it now. She'll crowd that after it's tipped. Irby down low to
Good
Saxon
look.
And a foul.
Good court division by Taryn Irby that time, seeing Saxon down on the block, cutting to the basket.
You know, one thing I do really like about Portageville, the way they move and share the basketball. You know, there's no selfishness on the floor. They all will share and pass and go with the ball.
Absolutely.
Saxon shot up and misses the first. She will await the ball and gets it. Second one on the way. Knocks that down. Lead back to 8 now.
9 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Here's Peterson with the ball, trying to dribble through traffic as loose, and away with it is Mathis. Up with a shot, doesn't go, loose, and Portageville away with it.
And
long
that's going to hit us.
No good, and that will be the end of 3. It's Portageville 38, Malden 30.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Tomorrow night at the Sykeston Fieldhouse on Bulldog Nation Network, the Dogs welcome the Kennett Indians for a SEMO conference game. Join Aiden Christian and Matt Tanner for all the action there, Phillip.
Absolutely, it's fun. You know, we had our first wrestling broadcast Tuesday night on Bulldog Nation Network, and I thought it turned out great. I thought it was just amazing to watch. And Jacob May was the commentator, and he was so good at describing the action and what the wrestlers were doing, and just a fun opportunity to get to put that on. Call to travel on Farmer there.
Nice set play to make that happen. Then they got to walk down inside. Thornton with it here. She brings that up. There it is, ahead to Jackson. She's going to go up. Nice basket there from Malden. They let Portageville just let
let her get behind
offensive player get behind. Yeah. Folks, keep it in mind. Keep an eye on the schedules and school releases. Already seen some movement in schedules tonight. I'm sure there will be more tomorrow. If Aycorp is involved, keep an eye on our webpage. We'll be sure to get it out to you. There's also other places to find it, Facebook pages. I think VS12 is going to try to get there. A lot of media outlets. Just stay tuned. I'm sure you're going to find all kinds of information tomorrow on Facebook.
Yeah, I expect most games are going to be moved up a little bit tomorrow night, the boys' games, just because people can get home safely before the snow comes.
Irby with it, drives baseline, jumper up. Nice basket there by Irby.
Yep, she didn't have the three, took a one dribble, perfect shot, that little mid-range jumper.
Taryn Irby, a nice game, already up to 10 points in this one.
Yep.
Here's Cobb now. Peterson works it up to Thornton. Thornton a long three. Doesn't go, rebound, bounce around, and taken away by Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom has a nice game going as well.
Yeah, she's played a really good, my dad used to call it a floor game. She's played really well, and then a busted three.
Makes me look good, Phillip.
Absolutely, sure does.
It's just our look because we're really not that good,
no,
right?
Oh, exactly. They're just making us look good. But Hickenbottom has played defensively and offensively. She's handled the ball most of the game on offense, and she's played really well.
Yeah, she's up to 6 points now with that three. And the lead now has grown back to 11, matches their biggest of the night for Portageville. Thornton with the ball, gets inside to the paint, and she's going to be fouled there.
That foul on Arterbridge, maybe? Yep.
It is, and Cohen back in the game. She will inbound. She looks inside to Jackson. Jackson back to Cohen as she slides behind the defense and scores.
Nice court awareness by the big girl there, dishing that ball off. Nice shot, nice job. Cohen was wide open.
Yeah, she inbounded down low, and they just let her slide in untouched and unguarded and score on her backside.
So many times that happens. You lose track of the inbounder.
That is off. There's a three-pointer up. Hickenbottom again, another three.
She's warming up. 2 in a row.
So back-to-back threes. She's got 9 in the contest now, and her team now leads by 12. And a steal.
Picking up the pressure.
Arterbridge up with the right, doesn't go. Farmer tries to get that rebound loose, and she tracks it down.
Hickenbottom's open again.
Got
3
it.
for 3.
3 threes in a row for Hickenbottom. That will take us to a timeout as Portageville now opens it up to a 15-point lead.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
We are back, folks. Elise Hickenbottom had 3 points about a minute and a half ago, and she has gone off for 3 threes in a row, and now up to 12 points, and her team leads now 15.
Coach Miller trying to find a way with that timeout, trying to find a way to stem this momentum a little bit, stem the tide slow things down a little bit. There's one way to do it.
Yeah, Cobb.
Give it to Cobb and have her take it coast to coast.
And there's a rebound there. Saxton pushes down, and she's going to walk.
She tried to stop. She didn't have to, but she tried to stop. And I mean, it was a smart play to not try to take it up against, 1-on-2.
Yeah, she felt the pressure coming both sides of her.
Yeah, so it was a smart move. She just didn't have to try to stop as quickly as she did.
Cobb with it. Oh, nice hesitation by Cobb to get that pick back up. There's Wynn for three.
A little long.
Cohen, reverse
nice rebound
layup.
and bucket by Cohen. Cohen is in the right place at the right time. They've really missed her when she's been out with foul trouble tonight.
Irby will walk this up. Tick under 5 minutes to go here. 13-point game, and Irby works up top. Back over to Hickenbottom now. She has been red hot, and Malden surely wants to go with her will. Back over to Hickenbottom. Another three. No, doesn't go. Jackson a rebound. Cohen to push. Cohen tips that up in the air, and that is taken there by Jackson. Three by Cobb. Doesn't go. Rebound there to Malden. Again, that is Wynn, and taken away by Portageville this time.
I think Wynn may have jammed her thumb when she got that rebound.
And she's going to pick up the foul.
I think maybe she did that intentionally because she's hurting.
Yeah, there's one way to get yourself out of the game is commit a foul.
That's right.
Only her first.
Yeah, she's in quite a bit of pain. I don't know what she did to that thumb, but she's in quite a bit of pain.
I'm sure jammed that. They'll probably try to tape that hand.
Yep.
Portageville now works that around. They can afford to spend some clock here. Irby, they'll rotate around all the way over to Hickenbottom again. Hickenbottom kicks that back off. Irby swings it. And that's going to be the fifth.
Yep.
That is going to be the end of the night for Cohen. She had a nice night. She played hard. 4 points in the game. And really kind of helped her team inbounding. Some nice rebounds there, that reverse layup she had, but she will exit the contest. And Portageville right now content with just moving clock.
Yep. They got a substantial lead, and they feel comfortable with it. And Malden right now is in that little zone, and they're just going to kind of letting them pass it around a little bit.
Yeah,
they go come out a little bit and pressure them a little. There's Hickenbottom driving.
Yeah, that one pass there let Malden come out man-to-man, and right then that's when Portageville said attack.
Yep. Hickenbottom saw it and took it to the basket.
Peterson puts up a three herself, doesn't go. Rebound there by Portageville. They'll walk it up and take their time up top. Hickenbottom again. She has Cobb working against her.
Under 3 minutes now, but they've brought them out of that zone. They're playing a man-to-man now.
Yeah, Saxton, she's in a tough spot, and there's going to be a foul called in there. That'll be a side inbound. Folks want to have a chance to cruise for tonight's game. Cameras is Dylan Stevens and Spencer Magruder. Graphics are Matt Walker. Switching is Cooper Knight. Stats by Nate Lewis. And photography by Andrew Moore tonight here, as we have got a timeout. That will take us to a 30-second break. Back in a few.
This is us.
Hi, I'm Caleb with Young Real Estate. In a world full of DIY and YouTube tutorials, there are still times when hiring a professional makes sense. Not because we're smarter, but because we're better looking. Call me today.
Back here in Portageville, 2:44 left in this one, and the Lady Bulldogs have a 51-36 lead. And Philip, they had an 11-point lead. They lost it, trailed by 1, back out to 11, and then Elise Hickenbottom had a lot to do with that. She caught fire on 3 threes in a row.
Yep, just pushed it out, and Malden hasn't been able to really chip away any at that lead.
Now here's Irby up top. And right now, Malden is chasing around because Portageville is going to be content eating clock.
Yep. They're going to have to foul somebody at some point.
Out of bounds on Jackson, so stays with Portageville.
You know, Bobby, we're getting to the end of the season. I mean, it's conference tournament time. These two teams each have 2 more games before their conference tournament in a couple of weeks. So we're getting close to the end of the season when it really gets exciting.
And we've got 5 seconds. Good defense there from Malden. It is, you know, these ladies have worked all season long. You're getting down to that conference here. Still a good game for Malden. I think still something you can build off of. I mean, look, you gave the number 6 team in the state all they wanted for a long time in this
on
basketball.
their home court. And I'll tell you, Portageville is good in this building. Whether it's volleyball, basketball, they're always good.
And Portageville's been good this year no matter where they've been.
That's for sure. Absolutely right. I mean, the only game that they weren't really in was the game against Donovan. The other 2 games that they lost were fairly close. I mean, I think Kennett beat them by 5, and St. Vincent maybe beat them by 11. So they were in those games too.
Yeah, nice little runner there by Saxon. She got that in. Jackson now works inside. Up, doesn't go. Loose, and probably going to have a jump ball for that one.
Yep. And that's coming back this way for Portageville's ball.
And if Malden can be this efficient against Neelyville, hey, they can give them a run there in that conference district.
Yep.
You know, a lot of good things can happen there. I mean, this Malden team is not out of anything by no stretch of the means. Portageville will bring this up now with Saxton. She drives inside, kicks it off. Priegel off the glass and good. Just a nice, easy basket there for the Bulldogs. Priegel now up to 13 in the game.
Portageville looks like they're going to win their 26th consecutive conference game. They got another one coming up on next week. They play Hayti, and then they've got a really big matchup at Kennett next on the 29th, right before their conference tournament. So that'll be a really good opportunity for them to see where they are, because we know how good that Kennett team is.
And what a good matchup that is for them at that time. Hey, if you want to test yourself right before conference play and you get into that,
that's right.
Kennett's a good team. Elise Edwards down there, you're talking about a fine girls basketball player. She is
Absolutely. You know, and they've put themselves up against some pretty good teams. They've got Kennett next week, and then after the Boot Hill Conference before district, they've got Saxony at Kelly, and then against Poplar Bluff. So they're not afraid to play teams and try to make themselves better and ready for playoff time.
And look, if Coach Kelly Fowler wants to make a state run, that's how you do it. You go play competition like this. Don't worry about the wins, losses against those teams at the end of the year. Go challenge yourself and get better. And that's what she's doing. I mean, she's got a great squad here.
She does.
Well-rounded. She's got guards. She's got post players. She's got the things it takes to make a championship team, no doubt.
For sure. Malden, on the other hand, has got Bloomfield and Woodland next week. And then after the conference tournament, they go to East Prairie. They go to Poplar Bluff. They go to Greenville, one of the teams that has beaten them this year. So they want to try to get some revenge. And then they finish the season out against Sykeston at Malden. So both teams have some healthy competition to close out the season.
Well, what a classy, great play by Irby. She got that ball on she could have scored easily there, brought it back out. Just very classy of her to do that. Here's Malden, one last chance down. That's going to be out of bounds. Clock stops at 9.3.
Good sidestep there by our photographer, Andrew Moore, to avoid being hit by the basketball.
Yeah, and Andrew Moore, what a young man he is in this organization.
He does some amazing. Any graphics that you see, folks, on the screen, the scoreboards, he does every bit of that, and he does such an amazing job.
Yeah, amazing a talent to have here for sure, folks. That is the final as Portageville takes it 55-36 over the Malden Greenwave. Philip, you're going to run us through a few stats.
I am. Malden finishes up with 36 on the board, 11 of those coming from Carly Cobb, their leading scorer on the season. 7 from Jada Peterson, 4 from Hessie Jackson, and 4 from Carson Cohen. Unfortunately, she had foul problems throughout the night, kept her from scoring more. Kyrie Mathis with 5. Thornton with a big 3, and then 2 for Kenzie Wynn for their 36 points. For the Portageville Bulldogs, the winners tonight with their 55 points, 14 of those coming from Elise Hickenbottom, 9 of those in a stretch of about a minute. Maggie Priggle with 13, Taryn Irby with 10. Glow Farmer, their normal leading scorer, she had 9 tonight. She was a little bit off at times. Satoria Saxton with 7. Talia Krigler with 2 to round out their 55 points for the night.
Yeah, nice night for the Bulldogs. Folks, again, tomorrow night's game here on Aycorp Sports coming up. It is the Bernie Mules. They'll be taking on the Puxico Indians live from Bernie High School. Right now, that game is expected to start around 7:30. Please stay tuned as that game could change. Again, Aycorp Sports will have all that on our Facebook page if anything changes. If not, expect us to go live somewhere around 7:15, 7:30 or so in that area.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, that will do it all for us here. For myself, Bobby Arver, for Philip Ridden, all of us here at Aycorp Sports from saying good night from Portageville High School.